Okay, folks, this is OG Goat, and we're back with an issue here about an artist, the AI artist, who won a multi-million dollar record deal, I think it was, for her song. And I have my boy here, Big K, on the line, and we're in sort of a dilemma as to whether or not this is a legitimate artist or not. And so, Kay, out the
Yeah.
PA, give me your analogy of what you think is going on here. How do you feel about this artist getting this multi-million dollar contract? Do you think it's a legitimate thing, or do you think it's something that is not right? And what don't you like about it? Or what do you like about it?
Well, I think it's a split decision for me. I think it's good creativity as far as what the world is going into with this AI stuff. But
Right.
also, I think it's also a bad thing because when you spending money to go see someone, especially if you fall in love with an artist and they are computer generated, I will not spend my money, and I don't know if I can't speak for all people, but I know for myself, I would not spend my money to go see a show of something that was done through AI.
Okay. Now, let me ask you this. You already know where I'm going with this, but let me ask you. So, if you fell in love with this AI artist because of the quality of the audio, and the quality of the audio was actually the singer, and you knew up front, you was not tricked into thinking that that was the person. You knew up front, everything was made well open to the ear to you, that this was an AI generated image, but the audio is the actual singer. Just used an AI image with background. Would you, do you think that takes away from the artist itself, since the audio and the singing is actually the artist?
No, because I mean they did put in the work. They put the words together.
Right.
They they put the words together. They formulated something that I guess what could become special. And no, I don't take away from that point. But I just look at the long sight, and I feel that if it does take off and to have and become very successful for a person, um, how do you go about doing shows, signings? Like maybe you want to do a book or something. Like what? How do you bring that about when you hiding behind this computer?
Okay. So let me ask you a question. What if the actual person that sang the song is there to sign a book or to sign a record album? But when it comes to the production, you see exactly what you fell in love with, which is that AI generated image of that person. You see that, whether it be on the screen or by hologram. You see it. You see exactly what you fell in love with. Now, let's say the person that sang the song didn't use the AI image, okay? The AI image when they performed, and you saw someone else show up that doesn't look like the AI image at all. Would you feel cheated? Because what you saw in the AI image is not what you're seeing right now, but the quality of the music is still the same. Would you feel cheated?
I wouldn't feel cheated, but I would feel
Be honest
that
now, because you remember now, you're not seeing what it is you fell in love with.
right. But also I would probably not go far with as far as looking. I would think I would just keep it as a something to put on my headphones and listen to it as of that, and know there's no more expectations after that. But as far as like, if they was to say, "Oh, we have a concert right next door to you," I wouldn't even be thrilled to even think about going.
Okay, so if the artist was able to create a hologram, a 3D or 4D hologram image of the AI artist that you fell in love with a full stage performance, lights, uh, uh, um, the smoke, the fog, stage presence, stage everything. You just couldn't touch that artist, but everything was there. Would you not want to pay for that type of concert?
No, nah, I
Not even,
still would.
not even at half the rate.
No, I wouldn't be interested. I just feel like I'm in a big video game.
But you know what? That's not fair. That's not fair to the creator because
No, it isn't.
the creator was honest with you up front. The creator lets you know up front, this is my creativity. AI just doesn't generate an image. AI generates what you tell it to generate. So what you see is the artist's rendition of their own imagination of what they wanted the AI artist to look like. So what you see is a creativity of or creativeness of the actual singer, and it's not fair. Look, Picasso, his pictures are multi-million dollar pictures and priceless pictures, but they're only pictures. They are only a form of the artist's creativity. When people pay millions of dollars of the auction, they not there to see Picasso. They there to see the picture that Picasso created. And that's the same thing here. The only difference is this artist is not using paint. They're using digital creativity. They're using video. So why shouldn't this artist get a multi-million dollar contract for the work that they created if Picasso can get sell a painting for millions and millions of dollars for something that he created? The only difference is the way it was presented. One was digital and one was on canvas. It's not
Okay.
fair. It's still the artist's creativity.
Yeah, but Picasso paintings didn't become popular off the rip. It gradually caught the public's attention and fetched for them type of them numbers.
Well, that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how long it took to get there. Doesn't matter. Tesla, maybe Tesla's cars came out and they became popular immediately, and they didn't have to go through the timeline that Ford went through from the 1920s to now to become such a popular vehicle. Maybe, so Tesla, you can say Tesla's vehicles became popular quicker than Ford did. That doesn't mean that he can't get $100,000 for a vehicle, just like maybe Ford might have $100,000 vehicle. So the
Mhm.
timeline doesn't really matter. What matters, I think, is the fact that someone, regardless of what they look like, created this character. Look at the cartoons. Every cartoon that you see, someone created it. People go to the movies to see cartoons. People go, look at the Comic-Con. All of those is images of something that someone created. You're not seeing the actual. You understand what I'm saying? You're
Yeah,
seeing someone's creativity.
yeah, but I don't know. For me, a performer, I would rather see a performer and an artist in its entirety. Like you just on stage with the mic, whether it's handheld or on the neck or on top of their head. I would like to see that type of real work that I'm used to seeing.
Well,
Whereas
you know
far as
why? You know what I believe the problem is here. I believe the problem is that people, not saying just you, but I think people are trying to put the AI artist in the same category and compare it to a live human being when I think we're looking at two different things. I think
Mhm.
it's similar. I think the AI artist belongs in its own category for AI artists, and it's not meant to be compared to a human complete stage show and design. But that doesn't mean an AI artist can't get credibility for its work. It's just a different, let's call it for what it is, a genre of recordings. You just did something different. That's like saying, why should I pay uh, $50 for a movie ticket in 2D when I can go pay $50, $60 for a movie in 3D?
Mm.
You know what I mean? Because you're saying that you feel that you're being cheated because you're not getting the same quality as by having the stage artist presence as you would an actual live performer. But I think that what we're dealing with here is two different sectors, and I don't think you should compare an AI artist with I guess let's call it a live artist. I think it's in a class of its own, and it should be given credence for what it is. It's something that's being created. I don't think nothing should be taken away from that. I just don't think that they should be compared, and this is what people are doing. They're comparing it. They're feeling that this is a shortcut. This is not a shortcut. This is a different form, a different reality. This is a new phase, and we're entering in a whole nother level other than what was done before. That's it.
Yeah, I agree with that part.
That's
I
it.
agree.
So,
Yeah,
so that artist should get paid, and then next, and anything else after that, that's AI, should be compared with AI, not with Michael Jackson or not with James Brown. Now,
hmm
the thing is that those artists have a twofold, whereas AI does not. So those artists can do a live performance and they can do an AI uh, hologram of themselves on stage. They can
right.
do two things. So this is for this reason sets them apart from the other one. Now, these artists that's feeling some sort of way about the AI, stop, being jealous. Stop looking at, stop, looking down on other people that found a way to make it. Understand it for what it is. Okay? You have the upper hand. If you broke sweat and tears to get what you are, look at what you got. You got a live stage presence and you can do AI. This person over here only has AI. So call it what it is. That's it. Don't look down on them because they made it. They got a multi-million-dollar contract just using AI, and you've been doing live performances, and you had the ability to do AI, but you don't have a multi-million-dollar contract. Maybe that says something about your work.
I think AI been around for a long time. It just now they enhanced it to take it up to another level. People been using auto tunes and all type of things to help they voice out
Hmm.
for quite some time. And I think just now that AI is just able to take everything instead of using it for little bits and pieces here and there, they able to use it in full. So
Right, right.
I think that's the difference there. And
And I'm gonna tell you something. Excuse me, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I'm gonna tell you something. Don't think. I think that all of the commercials that you've seen on TV that caught you to go into a store to buy that $50,000 car or whatever the case might be, I think that that wasn't AI. I believe there was some artificial intelligence for the people who got buco dollars that those commercials was created long time ago, as you said,
hmm
and and convince people to go out and actually buy a car. Like I've seen how long the self parking car's been out before the Tesla. or whatever.
Oh yeah, Lexus was like I think one of the first companies to introduce it, and
Right.
Lexus LS something. Yeah,
Right. And when you actually, it looks great on a commercial, but when you actually take a look at one of those cars and watch it park itself, it leaves your car sticking out 6 to 8 inches from the curb.
mm,
And it does that intentionally so that you don't rub the car. The car doesn't rub against the curb, or it
right.
leaves room, extra room for other things, which we as drivers don't do. But see, they don't show you that part when they show they didn't show us that when they showed the self-driving car. They just showed it from the left side and not the curb side, and say, look, the car parked itself.
That's right.
You
That
know,
is
but
cool.
people went out and bought the car because it parked itself. But it didn't park it like you thought it was going to park it.
No, it
Yeah, but
didn't.
you know, Big K from the PA, I know you're a busy man, and I appreciate you stopping by and discussing this with me. We're going to put this up and see what, see what the public has to
Oh
say.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
And
definitely. It's been,
I really respect your opinion, and I understand exactly what you mean. And I hope you can understand my point of view as well.
oh yeah, definitely. Yes, yes, and it's something that we're gonna see much of in the future because this is definitely taking a turning point. You know, to everything that everyday life. So yeah, it's here to stay, and we're gonna see what it could do.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, Big K, I'm going to let you be on your way, and thanks again for stopping by. This is
No
Otico,
problem. Anytime.
and we're out. Hello, guys. I have an update here to a previous episode we just did a couple of days ago on this AI artist and whether or not they are entitled to a multi-million-dollar contract. Okay. My update is based on a video I found on YouTube in which a gentleman says he is the manager of the young lady that produced this AI artist. And he referred to the lady as a poet, not a singer. I said, oh, okay, all right. Question is does that change my opinion? No, still doesn't change my opinion because, as I said in the first episode of this AI artist that I did with Big K, I mentioned that the artists should get paid for their creativity. And part of their creativity was to generate this AI character and to tell this AI character to produce an R&B single. Now, who knows how many times that person might have went over and over and over and over. So, what difference does it make when they came out with their final edit and they was happy with it? They put it out there and it rang bells. This is purely based on the AI artist, the creator, let me say it that way, of the AI artist. So for this reason, I'm in favor of the creator of the AI artist, whether they sang the song or not. Because I still believe it's something that should not be compared to human performances or human singing. That's it. It's something that should not be compared to it. It may be even possible for an AI character to hit a note that a human cannot. That might be possible. To whoever knows how many fractions of a pitch may be required to achieve that, but it's probably possible. So, it's a horse of a different color. It's a new thing that's out, guys. If you can get multi-million dollars for your ideas and how you create and tell this AI what to create, so be it. You should get it. I mean, in the worst case scenario, maybe the owner of the software might have their hand out, but I don't want to, that's up to them. Maybe they get paid other ways by people purchasing their software. So when you purchase your software, what you do with it, it's all yours because you paid for the software. So maybe that's how that works. If I buy a guitar and I create a multi-platinum song using that guitar, the makers of the guitar don't get nothing. You know what I mean? So the software developer probably doesn't get anything. However, AI might be slightly different because the software developer is partaking in the creation of the R&B song. But once again, that's between the creator of the song and the software developer. But that still doesn't take away from the creator of the AI artist receiving a multi-million-dollar contract. So there you have it, folks. That's my decision. It's final. OG GOAT, put it down, pay that lady.